Hey Devon, I wanted to go ahead and do some of your reading. I may actually end up doing it two or three different parts. We'll have to see. But I wanted to do at least the first three cards or so. I've already pulled them, like I said, and I apologize that I don't have a space where I can spread out and show you the entire spread. I'll try to take a photo or something, but we'll figure that out. So it's a beautiful day here today. I'm here in a little park area, the area where I hang out, called Grandin Village here in Roanoke. It's pretty nice. It's okay. Sorry, I just had some pizza stuck in my teeth. So it's a beautiful day. It's low humidity, not a cloud in the sky, maybe about 82 degrees. So it's pretty nice. This is, like I said, this is where I hang out, so I'll just give you a quick 360 here. Let's see what's over there. Okay, that's a neighborhood and a school over there. Across the street is the bakery where I just had pizza. Just opened. It was pretty good. A little bar, tavern. There's a historic theater over there. I don't know if you can even make any of this out. A lot of traffic noise. Historic theater across the street. Not quite a repertory theater, but they still show a lot of popular movies. But they do show a lot of independent and foreign films as well. There's a farm-to-table restaurant, pizza place, then catty-corner to where, or actually directly diagonal to me, is the Roanoke Ballet Theater. Over there is the Natural Foods Co-op where I hang out and develop crushes on the cashier. But that's pretty much over. And then there's a church here. So this technically is their courtyard. But as you can see, there's a lot of trees, a lot of traffic, as you can hear, but not too bad. I often sit in those benches over there and visualize the space being even more like I would like it to be, like a little more hippie, funky-ish. Some hoop dancers out here and all that kind of jazz, and have the street closed off as a pedestrian walkway. Kind of already is, but and there's more cool stuff up the street, so it's all right. Once when I first got to Roanoke, I was kind of like, what the hell am I doing here? As you know. And I don't think I ever ventured this way to like a year or so that I was here. And then once I got here, I was like, yeah, I came here to, I think, to take ballet classes, a couple. And I pretty much felt like, okay, yeah, this is all right. If I have to be in Roanoke, I can deal with this. And it's okay. Like I said, Roanoke City is all right. Roanoke County sucks ass. Trump Central Station there in Roanoke County, but Roanoke City is pretty progressive. It's solidly Democrat. So I guess that's about all I have to say about that. Anyway, like I said, I drew a 9-card spread, Lenormand spread. I think I've been pronouncing it wrong. Over these many years. And I'm planning on ordering a mic at some point so I can start doing these videos again. So I apologize if you can't hear me. So I just asked a general question: what is Devon's life path / heart path? So this, to my mind at least, was just a question of vocation, life calling, your what Joseph Campbell would say, following your bliss, as opposed to your sole purpose, which would be why you exist. And the two are not necessarily mutually exclusive, but they can be. So this is just pretty much focused on this reality here, making a living and taking care of business and all that sort of stuff. The spread I did was, like I said, a 9-card spread. The central row was, and this is reversed, so let me do this, was coffin, crossroad, fish. So crossroad is the central card of the reading. So that's basically the central message, and all the cards will be read from there. So as you can see, you may end up, as far as a life path, not having one direct path. You may end up doing something for a while and then loving it, but then eventually switching to something else. I don't know how well you can see but there's 4 little different paths here on this card. So you may be following a path and then decide, well, I'm going to go this way, or whatever. So there's not necessarily that you're going to have one thing throughout your life. But you could. It could also mean something that involves a lot of decision making, that you would be involved in something that calls for making judgments, snap judgments, solving problems. Sorry, my computer skipped. I'm going to stop and make sure this is recording. Okay, it was recording. It did record, as you will soon find out, thank goodness. And wait for that bike to pass by. So I'll just edit this together in Premiere, or post it a piece at a time. So the coffin, which would be part of the left-hand column, would represent the past. Excuse me. So there have been changes, griefs, traumas, whatever, that have brought you to this path that you're at now. But ultimately, the path is leading to the fish, which symbolizes wealth, abundance, good fortune. So all roads are leading, eventually, whatever roads you take, if you end up doing 4 different things. This could also mean that you do more than one thing simultaneously, not even necessarily that you switch paths. But there is a great deal of satisfaction in finances, some financial security. You may also find yourself in some sort of job or position that involves making financial decisions of some sort. Bless you. So that's something to keep in mind. Now the top row of cards was very interesting to me. It was the stars on the left, mice in the center, and the anchor on the right, so past, present, and future. And actually my first intuition with this was that there's some, and I was trying to think of a way to say this so it doesn't sound alarming. There's some, it's not malevolent influence from the past, but it is a spiritual influence that is, we'll say, negative. Rather, it's not, like I say, it's not malevolent, it's not maleficent, it's not you're being stalked by pure evil or anything like that. But there is a negative spiritual energy that comes. You know, the coffin here was connected, so this we could night down and see the coffin. So there was a negative spiritual energy, almost, I would say, even the energy I picked up was an ancestor energy, or just having attracted some sort of energy to you that has caused a lot of anxiety, a lot of your anxieties. It could even think of it as an epigenetic memory. Your ancestors may have gone through all kinds of shit and passed those genes down to you. I know that's been the case with me, which we'll go into all of that later. But it is an energy that's involved, causing some fear and anxiety that has led you to a tendency to stay in place, or to get anchored to something, or to feel stuck. But ultimately, it is the stars, so it's not, like I say, it's not some horrible, terrible thing. It's just, even if it's not spiritual, I suspect it's generations of trauma and or abuse that has had a lot of effect on you. But there also, the clover was at the very bottom left-hand row, so that again is good, because then it's good fortune. It's nothing you cannot work through. But let's see, what am I thinking? There's definitely a social energy, social anxiety with the mice card. As you can see, they're all kind of in a group. There's a large group of them there. Okay, so I actually think I'm going to end this segment and center and think a little bit more, and also do the bottom row, which, if you're curious, I'm not going to keep it a secret, is, what was it? Clover Tower Key. So we'll get into that and kind of try to tie it all in together later, and also do the Kipper cards. Alright, that's it for now. I'll do the second half soon, tonight or tomorrow morning. Alright, thanks, love you, bye.